quilt. Isn't it beautiful?
Okay.
I spent a lot of time making that quilt. A lot of time. What you do after you get your strips, your border, however long you want it, then it's time to cut it all down. Okay? If you did the entire border as the weaving, you're obviously going to cut the whole thing all as one.
Yeah.
If you did partial, what you can do to make your life simpler is when you have that last strip here and it needs to join on to the unpieced part, you could cut this down first to the right size and measure it. That way you don't have as much fabric to fold and cut all at once. So what you do is I put my ruler on, and this one you don't have a lot of that twisting and turning, but sometimes you'll see them. It's like shifting, like on there. Yeah. So you put it down in the middle, find out whatever it is. It's like, well, okay, I want this to be however many inches long. And then you cut it like you cut any other little quilty thing in this world. See, it's one of those weird boards. This is 4 inches. And then you do the same thing for the other ones. And it gets cut. Then after it's all nice and clean, after you cut it, you can admire it. You can go, gee, that looks really good. You can go, I obviously knew what I was doing. Alright, and then it comes time to join them together. Which you should have when you're ready to join them together. Now, if you had border still to add on, you would add that on. Trailing all over here. Okay, it's like, okay, here's my quilt. Here's my border. One nice thing, when you only do this partially, you only have 2 corners to miter. As opposed to having 4 corners to miter. Just say that, little trick there. But what you do if you've never done a miter before, alright, here's the top. You're lining up with the edge, like with any other thing. The only thing is you're not starting at the very end. You're starting in 1/4 of an inch. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can mark it, which is really the smart people way to do it, mark it. Or you can be like me and not mark it and go, it looks like about 1/4 of an inch, and do it that way. So, put up a 10. See, here we go. I find my 1/4 of an inch, and then I get my little pencil and I put a little dot, and then I know exactly where to start. But I'm bad and I don't do these things.